This is for all the leaders out there, the bosses, the people in charge, management. Big question we see and hear a lot, especially right now, because it's a bit challenging. We see life sometimes getting in the way of work. And the way that I'm saying that alone is interesting because some people believe that life gets in the way of work. Some people believe that work is what you do so you can live your life. We tend to believe that you work so you can live your life. But you hear a lot of managers, a lot of bosses talk about people kind of getting into a mode where life is distracting them from their work and it's affecting their performance. Right now, we see this a ton with working mothers who are taking on a high level of the virtual schooling. And so we're seeing extreme numbers of people stopping work, delaying work, having to navigate around some really difficult subject matter that we haven't seen in a long time. There's a big housing boom right now and people are selling their homes. If you're selling a home, it takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy. And sometimes you get imbalanced between the two. The question is, how do you handle that as the boss, as the leader? I think it takes a little bit of patience. I think with the right person in the role, someone that you trust, they're going to have moments where life becomes the more important factor, where imbalance, maybe there's a transition, maybe a child's going to college, maybe a newborn's there. Life has these ways of reminding you what's most important, and it's life, not work. But work is really important when it comes to performance, when it comes to accomplishing your goals and earning a living. And so if you happen to be in charge, what we've found is a little bit of patience, letting the individual work through it, and then reminding them from a perspective of performance if need be. If it becomes a continuous issue, that's one thing. If it's something where you see the person self-correct, bring it to your attention and say, I've been super out of it lately and I apologize, but the sheer fact that I'm doing this virtual learning, it's making it really difficult for me to help my son and work at the same time. And I just wanted to make sure I brought it to your attention because I want to do better, I want to be better. Or maybe it's your job to just understand that right now, family, life, all of that stuff, it's still more important. And remind the culture of your business, reminding us every day how important that is. And work is always going to be there tomorrow. But understanding how to work together as a team, how to find that rhythm together, and maybe what your strategies are, it's always good to learn from each other. So my question to you is there something that we haven't discussed? What do you find successful when you're working with someone and they might be a little more focused on the big wedding coming up, or the big event in their family reunion, or whatever it is that's taking them away from their daily tasks? How do you handle that? Do you handle it? Do you let it work its way out? I'm Scott Danner, and I'm super interested in your opinions. Give me an idea of what you do as the leader of your company. Thanks for joining me.